Hey guys, what's going on? Sure, LM. So I'm going to briefly go through the week here for week 8. It's pretty amazing, actually. I was not aware of this until Peter actually brought it to my attention regarding the Snake Division and the Hawk Division. And if you guys are unfamiliar with what I'm talking about or what Peter's bringing up, basically there's two different divisions. The North Hawk Division, which is the SEALs, Argonauts, Bulldogs, and Hobos, and then the Snake Division, which is Concord Lazy Kings, California Fire, Timberwolves, and the SoCal Sea Dogs, who can't seem to find a win. So those are the divisions. Well, Peter basically brought up the fact that we just started playing the other division. The Hawks have just started playing the Snakes, and it's been 2 weeks already, and they're just destroying the Snake Division. So it's pretty amazing. But anyways, I'm going to first talk about the first game, which is the Concord Lazy Kings and the Walnut Creek Navy SEALs. This was a pretty intense game for myself, but I was able to pull it off. It's pretty hilarious because Mike is a leader in his division, and he was a leader in the league until he plays two top teams, one being the Bulldogs and the other one being the Navy SEALs. And he could not find a win against either of those opponents. And then he has to go against San Francisco Argonauts, which have got a 6-2 record. So that should be pretty funny. Not only that, when he plays the Argonauts, and he probably won't know until Saturday, that both his quarterbacks are on bye. And he doesn't have a third backup quarterback, which isn't smart. So good luck trying to find somebody in the garbage bin to play your quarterback. Meaning you're probably going to end up getting a loss. Because Breeze is your importance in that team. Breeze puts you the points, and without Breeze, Mike is done. We'll move on to the Timberwolves against the San Francisco Argonauts. Argonauts are a tough team, but Timberwolves almost beat them, but they just weren't able to do it. Argonauts beat them 404-362. California Fire went against the Frozen Hobos. Gladly and thankfully, the Hobos actually beat California Fire, which I was hoping for. And they beat them 299-264. The next game was the Bulldogs against the SoCal Sea Dogs. The SoCal Sea Dogs, they got a better chance to play and pick up 6 of their butt cheeks than actually beating my father. And as you can see here, my dad just destroyed them 225-348. My dad actually told me on the phone that he stated that he has to basically stitch up each players each week, but I doubt that's the case at all. My dad's in pretty damn good shape. He's still in 4th place in the league, but he is in 3rd place in his division. I'm going to briefly kind of go through you guys about the whole playoff thing. I mean, if you're the top in your division, you'll take divisional status, and you're the worst in your division, you won't even make it to the playoffs. So just want to briefly go through that. I was going to get through one more thing, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, I put a new league manager poll up. It's basically guys go ahead and respond, vote on the poll. You know, for you to thankfully actually look at the league status. But yeah, vote on the poll from the main page, and it basically discusses what team you can't stand. I've already voted. I voted for California Fire. I can't stand the team because the guy doesn't do anything. It's like, you just give it to some other, if he makes the playoffs, I'm going to be PO'd because it's like, what? You don't even do anything. You don't even play your players when they need to be played. You've got players that are out that are still on your active roster. They're not even on the bench. So, anyways, that's enough about that team. We're all looking pretty good here. You guys are talking your comments, and that's cool. Peter Ford mentioned that he wants to call the South Snake Division the Men in Skirts Division. Very funny. Unfortunately, we're not going to change the name, but if you want to keep it as a nickname, toss it around, little comments, and smack going around the league, by all means, go ahead. But yeah, we're all looking pretty good here. I have not received any checks that I talked about last week, but I'm pretty sure those will be coming in. I understand is a financial crisis going on in the United States of America right now. But we're just going to have to go with it. So that's that on that topic. And once again, if you guys have any problems or any situations that occur, let me know through email, and I will take care of it ASAP as soon as possible. Everything's pretty clean here. Next week, we're going to have some pretty good matchups next week. Just to briefly talk about those. The Seals have to go against the Sea Dogs. Argonauts have to go against the Lazy Kings. That's going to be funny if the Lazy Kings lose again. It'd be funny if the Lazy Kings lose to the Hobos, too. The Frozen Hobos have to play the Timberwolves, so that should be a good matchup. And then the Bulldogs have to play California Fire. Dad, I hope the hell that you beat the shit out of the California Fire, because I cannot stand those guys. So that's the scoop on that. Everybody have a good Halloween, which is coming up this Friday. And stay safe, and, I know we all don't trick-or-treat anymore, but, just play it safe out there. Watch out. There's lots of teenagers running around with eggs throwing into people's houses and stuff. All right then. Thank you guys. Take care, and I will talk on the video here next week, hopefully. All right.